Hey guys, gals, and in-between pals. My name is Synth, or Chance, whichever one you prefer, and welcome to my video. I hope you're having a great time zone, whatever time it is in your zone. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit of my life things. We're going to just kind of briefly touch on those, and then we're going to talk about 2022 content. It's a lot to talk about there. And then we're going to talk about our streamaversary, which is going to be on February 1st. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about my life things. Some of you know this from my weekly journals, but my biological father passed this December. This did affect me emotionally, but I'm doing okay, and I'm not going to let it slow me down. Second thing, I have a new job. This job will kind of dictate our streaming schedule, so I'll be putting up a weekly schedule to let everyone know exactly when I'll be streaming and when content is going to be coming out. My hope this year is to get more content out to you than ever before. And since it was just last year, that shouldn't be too hard. And then the last thing for my life things is eventually this room is going to be different. I'm being moved into a smaller, more private room, which is great. I'm super excited about it. So it'll be a little bit cozier in here. It'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be awesome. And then, of course, it'll change again whenever I move into a more permanent living situation, which I'm hoping to do in the next couple months. But we'll see what fate has in store for us. All right, so let's talk about content for 2022. I'm really excited. There's a lot to talk about in here. So I plan to put out a lot of content, as much as I can, because I really enjoy this and I'd really like to make this venture a viable source of income. And that involves being more consistent with my content creation. Now, I put a poll up in our Discord to figure out what y'all would like to see this year, because I want to make this centered around both of us, like both me and you. Things that I like doing, things that you like seeing me do. So far, gaming streams are the most popular option, and that makes sense, since most of you came here watching me play games. So that's going to be our main focus this year. Super easy. I have a lot of games to play. I have so many games to play. If you'd like to join our Discord so that you can have your voice heard on what you would like to see this year, I'll put a link in the description so you can do that. On there, I both have the audience content preference poll, and that's a mouthful, and a genre poll to figure out what genre of my games everyone is interested in seeing. The most popular genre is RPG. That makes sense. I have a lot of RPG games. A lot of you really like those. So we're going to continue focusing on those a lot. Now, people also voted highly for horror, but I don't have a lot of horror games and it's not really my genre. So I will try to play a little bit more of that this year for you folks, though, since you have shown interest in it. If you have horror games that you would like to recommend to me, you can message me on Discord, or you can whisper it to me on Twitch if you'd like. I would prefer Discord. After that was party games. Things like Among Us, Jackbox games, that kind of thing. Phasmophobia to some extent. Things that you can play with other people. Multiplayer games, for me. Anything that's multiplayer is sort of, for me, counts as a party game. So I'm going to try and do a monthly community day where we play community games. People are welcome to play with us. I'm probably going to gather some streamer friends, see if they want to join me on that, and that'll be fun. It'll be a good time. A little party every month. And then we had a tie between simulation games and card games. I don't have a lot of card games, though my friend just got Inscription, so that's both horror and a card game. So we'll get both of those. So I will be playing Inscription some on stream. I'm excited about it. I've seen it. It looks like a lot of fun. And then simulations, I have a lot of simulations. That's probably 3/4 of my games. I like simulation games. What can I say? So the ones that are really going to end up being focused on this year are RPGs and simulations, since those are the ones that I have the most of. If you'd like to just help me decide which games to focus on this year, my plan is to finish at least one game per month this year. Now, we're ahead of schedule right now because we both finished Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion and Fable the Lost Chapters. Yay! I've not 100%ed the achievements, but we're just looking to get through stories this year. That's my goal. Get through the storyline. Y'all can look at the games I'm actively playing and the games that are in my backlog on howlongtobeat.com. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. There will be a lot of links in the description. Just a warning. Now, when I ask on stream, what would you all like to see me play, I can put in the link to the site, and you can pick from my actively being played games. Makes it a lot easier on everybody. We're going to work through that because there's a lot of games that I'm working on right now, and then we're going to start adding things from the backlog onto that. If there are games on the backlog that you would like to see, let me know in Discord. I'm going to be working on getting more clip videos out to you folks. I'm not very good at watching my own videos. I don't like watching myself necessarily. I don't find myself that amusing, even though y'all seem to find me amusing. But I am going to get a video editor. My buddy Gabe, he's going to work on them, but that costs money. So that's going to be sort of a back burner thing. But if you all would like to make clips while I'm streaming, I'm going to be putting together clip videos to show at the end of the month. Now, I only have a few for December, so I'm probably going to roll it into January's as well. And if we don't get too many for January, we'll roll it into February. I'm looking to get probably like 9 or 10 clips per video. So we'll see how that goes. I might lower my standards on that and just do like 6 or something. We'll see. But if you would like to see your clips in that video, go ahead and clip while I'm streaming. And that would help me a lot. So thank you very much for those of you who do, and I understand if you don't. Next on our list of most popular content you all want to see from me is my But That's a Different Story videos, which are my life stories that I put into video format and put up on YouTube. There are a few of those videos already up if you would like to watch some, and I plan to get one video out every month. I think that's a very realistic goal. I'm going to be editing them myself, so it doesn't cost me anything, and they're just very simple me talking videos. Most of them aren't too terribly long, 5 to 10 minutes usually, not even sometimes, depending on the story, honestly. After that, everything was kind of tied currently. I will need a few more votes to really get a feel for what y'all are looking for this year, but we're going to work with what we've got so far. I'm going to go through them in the order that I prefer them, and we can work on whatever as you prefer. Now, I'm actually going to start with the least popular option, which was not voted for by anybody currently, which is fine, which is writing streams. I know that they're not the most interesting thing to watch, but I really like it. It gives me incentive to do the actual writing, and if you'd like to help influence the story at all, you can do that. I'll talk about some of the things that I'm struggling with. I'll do writing sprints. We'll talk about the characters and the creatures that I make, that kind of thing. So I hope that y'all will join me for some of those. I plan to do one of those every month because no one seemed terribly interested, but I'm super interested, so I'm going to do it. It's one of those, this is the streamer's preference. Next on the list is Synth Theater on Air. This is a podcast that I'm working on that I'll have like different shows that sort of go on. We've only got one show currently. It's called the Watkins Report, which is about a mad scientist using himself as his own guinea pig. And the hijinks that he gets up to therein. I'm hoping to get more shows as I get ideas, and one of them is going to be Storytime with Synth. And this is me reading my current chapters that I have out on my blog, which I'll put a link to in the description. And that way it's a little more accessible for people, because I know that a lot of people have trouble reading, myself included. I will be putting those out. They're going to be just kind of lightly edited. These won't be radio plays like I'm planning for the Watkins Report and potentially other stories to be. And I'm going to be re-recording the one episode of the Watkins Report that I already have out, because I'm not super happy with the sound quality personally. After that, we've got Who's the Bard? Who's the Bard is a skit video that I'm putting together that is based around the Abbott and Costello skit, Who's on First? It's a classic, but a lot of people don't know it. But we're actually going to be basing it around tabletop RPG, Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to putting that together. It'll just be me, myself, and I doing that. So the two different characters that are in it, I'll wear different hats so it's less confusing. Next on the list is Night Couch. Now, Night Couch is a movie review video series that I want to put together. My slogan for that is, I watch it so you don't have to. Essentially, I'm going to do a full breakdown of the movie, talk about some of the fun facts about the movie I can find, and that kind of thing. So it's full of spoilers. I'll put a spoiler warning at the beginning of every video, but just assume that those videos are made of spoilers, because I am breaking down the entire plot. This is so that people who don't want to watch that movie, or maybe that genre of movie, can know what the story is. Horror is a good example. A lot of people aren't interested in watching horror movies due to their context. Just their graphic context. But I find that a lot of them have really intriguing stories that I think people would really enjoy. So I'll break them down without the gore and the psychological horror, so that the audience can really get a feel for it. And then maybe you do want to watch the movie after that. Maybe you have different opinions. You can leave them in the comments of the videos. It's up to you. I'm hoping to put one of those out like every couple months. It depends on my ability to get the movies and that kind of thing. If you have suggestions for movies you would like me to break down, go ahead and put that in the Discord for me, and I would very much appreciate that so I know what you want to see. Next on our docket is Enlightened the Game. Now, Enlightened is my modern urban fantasy genre that I write in, and I'm making a tabletop role-playing game based in it. It's got magic, monsters, mutants, mad science, a lot of M's. And there's a school of magic, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to get that worked on and get the rules kind of put together by the end of the year so I can start playtesting. If anyone is interested in being a playtester, let me know on Discord or Twitch, I guess. You can whisper it to me. I prefer Discord. Yeah, I have some offers from people to do playtesting. I'm very excited about this. It's a project I've been working on the back burner for a really, really long time. So hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more of that done as the year progresses. I'll probably be working on that a little bit during my writing streams as well. Next thing is a project called Fate Tiles. Fate Tiles is essentially like a tarot deck, but it's customized for my story worlds. I'm going to work on writing their descriptions. I've got the major arcana, for those of you who know anything about tarot, already planned out and posted on the blog, if you want to check that out and see what it's all about. I'm going to get more descriptions out this year, and eventually I want to work with an artist to get them all drawn up, but that's going to be down the road when I can afford that. It's going to be a very expensive project, and I'm stoked about it because I think it'll be a lot of fun. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that I am eventually going to be working with my dear friend Eyes of Ashes on making emotes for the channel. I know everyone loves the dragons and they're super cute and I can make them myself, and that's great, but I'd really like some unique ones for our channel. Just some really nice ones, and I love her art style, and we're gonna work together on what those are gonna look like. It's gonna take a little while. She's moving, I'm moving. Schedules. So emotes will be out at some point. And last thing I want to talk about for content creation is how you can help support me in the endeavors. I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi where you can get access to my work a week before anyone else, and also weekly journal updates. So you'll get more than just this monthly one and have just a more intimate look at my life. I've also got a Throne Gifts, so you can buy me gifts on there. I've got a wish list that you can check out and pick things out that I've decided, or you can suggest things to me. So that's pretty cool. And then I've also got Stream Treats. If you would like to buy me dinner or treats, I love that. That would be great. It also helps me out. It's more than you might imagine. Sometimes it's really hard to get the spoons together to cook. So any contribution that you can send my way, I really appreciate, but please don't stress out your finances for me. Please don't. You first. Always you first. And the last thing I want to talk about is our streamaversary. I'm very excited about this. 1 whole year as an affiliate, folks. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for helping support me through this and encouraging me. And just no matter what you've done, you're great and I love you. And it's amazing that you wanted to help me on this journey. So to celebrate, I am going to go to our dear moderator, Cozy Den's house. Very excited to meet Faye in person. And their doggos. There will be doggos on the streamiversary, so that'll be fun. Dog tax. And it is going to be another 24-hour stream, but I'm breaking it up into 2 12-hour chunks because staying awake for 24 hours is not good for me, or so my therapist tells me. So I'll do 12 hours, do probably like 6 hours of sleep in the middle, and then do the other 12 hours after that. That way I can get some sleep, Cozy can get some sleep, Cozy's mom can get some sleep, the doggos can get some sleep, everybody gets to sleep. Now, the incentives for this one, I've got some subscriptions incentives and some donation incentives. We'll start with the subscription incentives. If we get 5 subscriptions during our streamiversary, I will do a cooking stream at Cozy's house, which is great because I can't do it here because the internet doesn't reach the kitchen. If we reach 10 subscribers during our streamiversary, I will do an art stream where I just color and draw. Y'all can suggest things for me to draw. I've got both colored pencils and markers, and I've got a coloring book. It'll be great. I can either do that at Cozy's place or I can do it once I return home. Whichever. Or both. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a couple art streams. If we reach 15 subscriptions during the streamiversary, I will do a nature walk stream with Cozy. While I'm still visiting Faye. It'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to that if we can reach that goal. And finally, if we get to 20 subscriptions during the streamiversary, I will play Alien Isolation. Like I said, horror isn't necessarily my genre, but it looks like it's a blast and you all want to see horror. So if you get me to 20 subscriptions during our streamiversary, you get to see it. Our donation incentives: for every $5 or a gifted sub, you are entered into our sticker giveaway. There will be 3 winners for that, just like with the December one. And that will be picked at the end of stream, at the end of the 12-hour stream. And I will then get a hold of the people who won and send them their stickers. For $10, I will do a speed drawing. For 2 minutes, I will draw whatever the donator wants. Please keep it PG-13. We don't want TOS on our ass. Or do we? No, we don't. For a $20 donation, you can change my Discord name for a week. If there are multiple $20 donations, I will write them all down, and week by week I will change it until we are done. For a $25 donation, you can write a tweet for me. Again, with all things, please keep it PG-13. And not too outrageous, all right? But you could write a tweet for me. It'll be great. So that's our streamiversary. I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope that y'all are able to join us. We're going to have snacks and doggos. It'll be great. It'll be a great time. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching my video, for giving me your support, and for just being here. And remember, no matter how long you've been part of my audience, I care about you deeply. This is Synth, or Chance, signing out.